What's the real reason that Binance is temporarily pausing USD transfers? Let's dive into this together. Shout out to fellow Bitcoiner BTC or Bust for this story because we were going to have to talk about ordinals again. We're going to have no choice because there's just so much around that and there's always new stories. And even though there really isn't much about quote unquote the tech itself, there's a lot about the social aspect of the inscriptions and the ordinals and all that good stuff. So anyways, all right, we're not talking about that. What we are talking about today is Binance and the real reason why they are supposedly temporarily halting USD transfers. Let's dive into it. This story is not as obvious as it seems. So we pulled the pieces together and yeah, everybody might be a little surprised by who the culprit really was in all of this or who the culprit really is. Anyways, okay. All right, let's dive into it. Here we go. We got our first article out of Coin Telegraph. Binance to temporarily suspend bank transfers in the US beginning February 8th. It does not apply to Binance US users. Okay, so if you are on Binance.us, this doesn't affect you. This is only Binance international customers. And when I say only, I don't mean it in like, the meaning to say that it's not worthy. It is. Binance International is huge, but I'm just saying if you're in the US, you're using Binance, nothing changes for you. Outside of the US, you're going to have some issues with USD. Anyways, but according to Binance, only 0.01% of the active users will be affected, so it's not that much. So apparently outside of the US, nobody is, or very few people are doing USD transfers. Anyways, Binance has announced that it is temporarily suspending the bank transfers in the United States dollars beginning February 8th. No other trading methods will be affected, the exchange said in a tweet on February 6th. The news came with no explanation. Binance has had banking challenges in the United States recently. Its SWIFT transfer partner, Signature Bank, said on January 21st that it would only process trades by users with USD bank accounts over $100,000 effective February 1st. The bank had said previously that it was drastically reducing deposits from crypto clients. Binance said at the time that it was seeking a new SWIFT partner and trades with USD using credit or debit cards would still be accepted, as would all SWIFT trades using other currencies. Also on February 1st, Binance published a list of 144 countries where USD SWIFT transfers of any size would be suspended. We see that the point of contention here seems to be Signature Bank. So let's dive into why Signature Bank made that limitation, right? Because we're seeing over here that starting February 1st, they're only processing trades by users with USD bank accounts over $100,000. Why? We got to go back to an article from December 6th, 2022. Signature Bank to reduce crypto-tied deposits by as much as $10 billion. Wow. Just all of a sudden pulling back like that, huh? Signature Bank will shrink its deposits tied to cryptocurrencies by $8 billion to $10 billion, signaling a move away from the digital asset industry for the bank that until recently has been one of the most crypto-friendly companies on Wall Street. We are not just a crypto bank, and we want to come across loud and clear, Signature Bank's CEO Joe DiPaolo said at an investor conference in New York hosted by Goldman Sachs Group on Tuesday. That's right. They need to diversify away from crypto. Wonder why? All right. Lo and behold, this piece of news came out February 7th. Look at that. So the day of this recording, but you guys are going to be watching the clip the next day. Anyways, so look at that. This just came out today. What is this all about? Signature Bank lawsuit alleges it substantially facilitated FTX fraud. Oh my gosh, no way. More fallout from FTX. We are surprised. Very surprised. New York-based Signature Bank has been slapped with a class action lawsuit alleging it facilitated FTX activities prior to the crypto exchange's collapse last November. The lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York on Monday by investment and algorithmic trading firm Statistica Capital alleges that Signature had actual knowledge of and substantially facilitated the now infamous FTX fraud. So we go back to our original article, and now we understand. Now we start to understand a little bit why Binance is having issues, because Signature Bank wants to distance itself from shitcoins because it unfortunately is about to get incredibly entangled in the FTX debacle.